Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday, the 18th of February, and I'm conscious that I've not done an update for a while. Just been so busy with work and things like that. For those of you who are Christian, then I wish you a happy Lent. I'm not sure what you're going to be giving up for Lent. Some people have been saying things like hope in the UK, which I found quite funny, but which isn't the case. But I think it's always good to test yourself. And again, if some of you out there are in Ramadan, then again, I hope you have a good fast. I've heard this year it's not too bad because of the timings of it. I just don't know how you would exercise and run. So I guess you just get your fuel overnight and maybe train overnight as well. So my training's going well. I've certainly upped the mileage. I'm not so worried about the distance of completing a marathon. I think I can do the distance no problem. I'm a little worried about the time. I've been quite lazy. I've not been doing my sprints because I know it's hard work and it hurts. So I've been giving it a miss. Saying that, I did a 30-kilometre run by myself on Sunday, so I didn't take out the Woodford Warriors that I normally do because I thought I've just got to run in my own zone at my own speed. So I think I did the first 5k around about 5 minutes per kilometre. I then did the next 10k at around about 4:45 minutes per kilometre, and then I think I went back to about 5 minutes per kilometre. I couldn't get into it though. It was so windy, you almost couldn't get into a rhythm, and where I ran was very slippy. So I'm hoping that when I do my race in April, the weather will be a lot better than what it is. I think we had like 50 days non-stop of rain here in the UK, Manchester. So I'm not worried about the distance. I'm worried about the time. Saying that, I did do a very short run after a long run. I got back there again on Monday, and I only did 4k. It told me that should have been a day of rest, but I thought I can't not run every day. So I got out. I did 4k, and then the last kilometre, I felt so strong because I was running at 5 minute 15 kilometres to take it easy, that I got close to, by the end doing a sub 3 minute kilometre. So now I've got a bit of pace in me if needs be. The thing I have noticed is that because I am following a schedule, so I've always been a runner, even when I was young, that I just ran. I did it for fun. But I'm following a bit of a schedule. It's an awful schedule. I'm following it on ChatGPT. I've got someone else who is a Woodford Warrior, and they've been doing it on Runner, RUNNA, which I haven't subscribed to, but their improvement in their fitness has been unbelievable. So they've gone from 3-4 months ago doing a 2-hour half marathon, and they just completed this weekend the Manchester Media half marathon, and they did that in 1 hour 40, and they did it on the same day that I did my long run. So it's very windy, not ideal conditions. So I think in better conditions they'd have probably done a 1 hour 35, which would be absolutely tremendous. So because I'm following a prescribed schedule, it has taken the fun out of it a little bit, and it does feel a bit like a job. On the flip side, some good stuff is my physique, that I thought I was already very fit. When I look in the mirror, I don't do any weights. I've said this before. I don't do any weights. My physique is looking very, very strong. I don't think it will be strong, so I'll probably struggle to do 30, 40 press-ups. Probably could do that in one go, but I'll be sore the next day. But I think it's because my fat levels are coming down. You just look very lean. I've always been quite lean, but I'm looking exceptionally lean at the minute, which is great. What have I been listening to? I've been doing a mix of trance music. I'm a 70s kid. In the 80s, well, certainly the 90s, it turned to trance music. So and the 2000s. So I love a bit of trance music, and Apple have got this great feature now where the music doesn't stop and start a new track. It just blends it all into one continuous track. If I'm going slightly slow, I've been listening to podcasts. I've really got into Hunter McIntyre, just speaking rubbish for 45 minutes, an hour. Hunter McIntyre, just to reiterate again, is probably the greatest high rocks athlete that there ever has been. The guy is immense, but not just that. I love his mindset. I think he was a guy who years ago, when he was in his teenage years, suffered a lot, didn't study hard, was a bit of a bum, even he'll admit that, took drugs, got in rehabilitation programs, and all of a sudden he transformed his life, and now he's just immense, and his mindset is fabulous. Very similar to mine, doesn't like a lot of sleep, doesn't like excuses, doesn't believe in things like ice baths, wearing loads of technology. I mean, I only wear a Fitbit, that's it. I think he's very minimalist as well. Just a great guy. So I realised that my updates are quite stale. I'm doing it not for likes or hits, just for other people in their 50s, maybe about a bit of inspiration to get out there, keep fit. But Hunter's on a whole different level to me. Absolutely phenomenal. But look, so I'm still very much enjoying my journey. This is more of a diary for me, I guess, on YouTube than anything. But if any of you, again, have got any hints, tips, feedback, what you'd like me to talk about on my journey, again, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. And yeah, hope you have a great day. Take care.